Not an absolute Martian like me! Happy Tuesday and welcome to another edition of Steve's Hat Picks, where we take a look at the best from around the NHL over the past... You find a good spot? My dog, he's off camera. I don't want to move the whole thing. He's off camera. Happy Tuesday, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Steve's Hat Picks, where we take a look at the best from around the NHL over the past week. One player who I'm not sure he gets enough love is Logan Couture. Sometimes out in California, it's a little out of sight, out of mind. That and the Sharks haven't been very good. During the Sharks' most recent Stanley Cup playoff runs, yeah, he was the highlight of it all. But even though it's been a few years, he can still do stuff like this.
Meyer winds it around. Burns into the middle. Here's Balcers. He scores! Rudolph's Balcer just came on a change. A deflected puck was put right on his blade. And the Sharks have the game's first goal.
That was Logan Couture, Pat, that made that play to Balcers. Couture was going off the ice, Pat, for a change. Watch this little touch pass right there, right between the plays. What a play by Logan Couture, and you talk about a missile. This one explodes off the stick of Balcers right over the glove of Marc-Andre Fleury. And think about it, Pat. 15 seconds prior to that.
I love fluke plays. Like, fluke plays are funny, and we go, wow, I bet he meant to do that. That's how I'm going to tell that story. No, Logan Couture is going to tell you that he meant to do that because he did. With Couture, it's not even just that he puts up points, it's that he's nice. No, like, I've never met him. I don't, is he nice? I don't know. But I mean, look at this pass. That is nice. And a hat pick. For our next hat pick, we head to Vegas, where one of the best two-way forwards in the entire NHL fights off Mark Stone for a goal.
Season. William Karlsson currently out with a broken foot. Stone a turnover, and here's a chance for Zach Hyman. Stone trying to get back. Hyman backhander score! 2-0 Edmonton, and Hyman's off the schneid with his 9th goal of the year and 200th career point.
Goals in his last 7 for Zach Hyman, but he's been all over it. It's one of those situations where you know if you just keep battling away and driving pucks to the net, this is a great individual effort. And Mark Stone is not happy on the bench. He's just trying to get his team motivated here to stay with this. Right here, nice little pickpocket. It's CC with a jab. I think Cassian might just put it ahead of Hyman just a little bit. He beats Stone to the net, fights off the great stick of Stone right there. Just that body contact.
Did you get it? Was I funny? Was that funny? So Mark Stone is indeed one of the best two-way forwards in the entire NHL, and that's what makes this goal so much more impressive from Zach Hyman. Because Hyman does have sort of a breakaway, almost a breakaway, and he's in what is essentially a battle with Mark Stone from the blue line onward. And with potentially his future Olympic teammate, Mark Stone, hanging off him, he still finds a way to score. That's a gronk of a goal, and that is a hat pick. For our next hat pick, maybe not the most impressive highlight that you'll ever see, but a milestone that is impressive in its own right. Jumbo Joe Thornton moves into 13th in all-time NHL scoring.
Trailer, the Toronto holds on. Hornquist out in front of the net. The shot, they score! Weegar fired it in. Hornquist was out in front, maybe tipped it. It's a 1-1 game.
This play started with the hustle of Frank the Tank Toronto. He puts the pressure on the Seattle defense, and we'll see how this one develops. And you know the veteran Hornquist is going to go to the front of the net. There's Toronto, circles back, waits for some help. There comes into the pitcher, Joe Thornton, and back to the point. Quick wrist shot by Weegar, and yeah, that's redirected. Here's Hornquist, gets in position, and got a stick on that one.
With Jumbo Joe, it's kind of fitting that it's an assist, yeah? You know? This is the interesting thing because over the last few weeks, there's been a lot of discussion about who should or shouldn't get into the Hockey Hall of Fame. And championships do have a lot to do with it, and Jumbo Joe doesn't have a championship right now, although the Florida Panthers look like a problem. But with some players, you have to ask the question, and to me, with Jumbo Joe, you don't. The list of players in NHL history who have more points than Joe Thornton is 12. 12! That is a Hall of Fame player. He just happens to still be playing. That's a hat pick. Okay, for our next hat pick, We go to Drew's email. I love when producer Drew doesn't tell me what's happening. He here's a name and here's the highlight, and sometimes I've seen it, sometimes I haven't. All he put for this one is there's a life lesson in here somewhere. Let's watch.
And forgotten the offense end of it, but now it comes to center ice and a big collision there between Thompson and Romanov. Puck came in front, the shot score! Thompson says you can knock me down, I'll get right back up, and he got back up and belted it home, and Buffalo leads it 4-1.
No, you're right. Big collision here in the middle of the ice. Romanov steps up and takes Thompson right there. But Tage jumps right back up, gets right back into the play. And he's going to put a candle on the top of this one as he is. Look at him tapping his stick, yelling for that puck in open ice. And the quick shot, see who's at the net.
I think Rick Jenneret understood the life lesson. So for a moment, I thought the life lesson was keep your head up because there was a big hit at center ice. Alexander Romanov just running over Tage Thompson, which is kind of hard to do on account of Tage Thompson is enormous. It says that can't be right. He's a forward, by the way. Hockey DB has him at 218 pounds. That's pretty big, but not enormous in the NHL. 6'7"? That dude is a 6'7" forward. You can see why he went 26th overall in 2016 to the St. Louis Blues. And you can also see why the Buffalo Sabres would have wanted Tage Thompson as part of a package that includes Ryan O'Reilly. And with that big trade and with the big disappointment that followed that trade, not necessarily on Tage Thompson's part, but the Buffalo Sabres certainly sucked, it's kind of gotten attached to his name. And it's gotten lost a little bit because not everyone is exactly paying attention to the Buffalo Sabres to be good. What if I told you Tage Thompson's 10 goals and 16 points in 22 games leads the Buffalo Sabres? Dude is 6'7" and leads his team in scoring. That's a hat pick in itself. But he receives a pass, a little bit of a dangerous one, but he had his head up and actually kind of got the better of Romanov on the hit, freed up some room for himself, got right back up, skates down the ice, bangs his stick on the ice as to say, "Give me the thing!" and then he roofs it. That is a boss shift from Tage Thompson. What a player he's turned into. That is a hat pick. For our next hat pick, here's just the least surprising thing in the world. It's Alexander Ovechkin scoring 2 goals in 55 seconds in a game in which he had a hat trick.
Glide and can be so fast. There's none other than Evgeny Kuznetsov.
Bang, bang, Wilson, stop, rebound, score! Alex Ovechkin on the power play, now one shy of Andrechuk.
Got tomorrow night. I got to think of some of his players.
Ovechkin fire, score!
Wow, has this ever snowballed in the favor of the home team? Incredible start to the second period. This baby 56 seconds after their last goal. Just a blast, and this is called a heavy, hard shot. His first shot, and Alex Ovechkin goes through the body.
It's hilarious because the first one with the Tom Wilson rebound, like Wilson should have scored that. Or at very least, I think Wilson should have scored that because I'm used to seeing Ovechkin score that. And Ovechkin was probably like, "Why didn't you score that?" Oh, you're a human being, not an absolute Martian like me! And then the second goal is hilarious because there are so many old Wayne Gretzky highlight packs that the younger the person is, the less impressed they are going to be by it. I'm not even old enough to remember most of Gretzky's heyday, not with the Edmonton Oilers, certainly. That's why I see his highlight packs and I'm like, all he did was take a slap shot. Ovechkin scored over 700 NHL goals, and how many of them were just a slap shot? How many of them were just standing still? It's like saying all Thanos did was snap his fingers. Technically the truth, but I think if you do some investigating, you might find out it's a little bit more complicated than that because not everybody can do it. Nobody can do what Alexander Ovechkin does, and by the end of his career, it might be nobody has done what Alexander Ovechkin has done. The dude is 36. It's not fair. That's a hat pick. Now, one of my favorite things in hockey, a shorthanded goal. Everyone, especially if it's the home team, gets out of their seat for a shorthanded goal. But a lot of shorthanded goals are breakaways or half breakaways. This is just a penalty killer going at 2 players and annihilating both of them. One in particular. Watch Joel Farabee work.
Through the neutral zone, gains the line. And tried to turn it back to the point, but good job there by the Flyers to steal, and they'll move the other way with it. Farabee swings wide, makes the move, the shot, he scores! Joel Farabee goals in back-to-back games. This one a beauty, short-handed, and the Flyers are up 2-1.
Well, get the highlight reels rolling. What a play by Joel Farabee. Watch the pinch on the wall there. The puck is turned over to Farabee. This is a one-on-one situation, and it's just an incredibly good move by Farabee. He goes around the forward, and a young forward at that, and Seth Jarvis, and goes 5-hole past Antti Raanta. There's the reaction of,
welcome to the league, kid! Everyone's been singing Seth Jarvis's praises and giving him flowers. He's a great rookie for the Carolina Hurricanes, not taking that away from him, but that is a bit of a welcome to the show moment. Joel Farabee cooked Seth Jarvis alive. And what do you even do after doing that? Just have leftovers for weeks like it's Thanksgiving? Hey, do you mind if we get takeout tonight? We have Seth Jarvis at home. Oh, we've been eating Seth Jarvis all week! It's a waste of money and it's lazy! Sorry, it's a very impressive goal. That's a hat pick. For our next hat pick, I got a bone to pick with Drew. He puts Kreider almost pulls off the Michigan. Does almost make it? No! Well, here's a guy almost scoring. A video of Chris Kreider almost scoring is better than a video of Chris Kreider crashing into your goalie and almost destroying their knee, but it's nothing! Did he register a shot on goal? No, Chris Kreider, that's not a hat pick. Score! But he does end up in hat picks. Chris Kreider and Mika Zibanejad connect for some magic.
Kreider quickly now for Kakko.
Bo has not had a very good game. Just doesn't seem to be able to shake loose at all. And non-existent out there.
Zibanejad for Kreider, and they score! Another turnover. A nice pass from Zibanejad. Kreider finishes. He's got 2 tonight.
Yeah, when you're hot boiled, you're just brimming with confidence. And Kreider, as soon as he gets the puck, no hesitation at all. Islanders go in the corner. There's Salo. Pajot's there. Turnover. Talk about it all the time, Brendan. When you go at someone and you're around someone, don't let him beat you back to the net. And Kreider drives to the net. That's over 2 sticks.
Sheesh! Chris Kreider, between the legs pass, it's so hot right now. To Mika Zibanejad, puts his stick on the ice and taps it in. And look at the celly. They know it was sick. They know it was sick. Those New York Rangers, man, they're fun to watch this year. And how about the Rangers turning the Islanders into a pretzel? They were really good last season. That was a long time ago. What a goal. Okay, Chris, you can stay. That's a hat pick. Now, if there's any goalies who watch this, I know what you're thinking. Steve, if you're a goaltender, 10 the goal shirts. You'll rip on us every time, but you won't even put us in hat picks? Buddy, I got a bunch of goalie stuff coming. In fact, why don't you come on down to Steve's Paddle Save Emporium? Here's Jeremy Swayman.
New York on the attack. Kakko, and a great stop made by Swayman, who went lunging to his left. Looked like Kakko had a wide open net. Now there's a penalty called.
New York, minor penalty interference.
So at the tail end of this play, Zibanejad finds Kakko, and this is a brilliant desperation save by Jeremy Swayman as he sprawls out to stop Kakko. Swayman's got to follow the puck, and when Kakko goes to his left, so does Swayman, stretched out.
Can the Rangers get out of Anyway, ooh, the rare backhanded paddle save. I mean, because what are 90% of paddle saves? Goalie doesn't know where the puck is. Uh-oh, it's right there. The net is wide open. And you reach back and you sort of get it with the inside. Just to be clear, almost Michigan goals, not a hat pick. Paddle saves, that's a hat pick. For our next hat pick, Swayman does it again!
And the Rangers, for the second time, have come from a goal down to tie it. 2-2 is the score. Beautiful move by Kreider. Kakko centers one, and what a save!
Jeremy Swayman takes one away from Mika Zibanejad. Zibanejad shortens up his stick. He's got the whole net, and a desperation swat by Jeremy Swayman keeps this game tied at 2.
Okay, you know the paddle save that I just described? Yeah, That's it right there. Now, to be fair, yes, it's an impressive looking save, but he did it against some fourth line that's Mika Zibanejad. Holy cow. There were a lot of question marks surrounding the Boston Bruins and Tuukka Rask leaving the team. They go out and they get Linus Ullmark, but Swayman has had some moments this year. Those our hat picks. Now let's give some shine to a player and a team that has sort of been out of sight, out of mind, because we all expect them to be bad, and the team has been bad. I'm talking, of course, about the Arizona Coyotes, and a big question with them heading into the season is who on earth is going to be in net for them? Carter Hutton was supposed to be the guy, and then he had a .741 save percentage and got injured. Yet 741. That's what he had. It's real. It's real. Look it up. Then they start playing this kid named Karel Vejmelka, and I'm like, oh, they're about to lose every single game. I mean, who is this guy? He's only ever played in the Czech League. He played in the Czech League last year? And it's not even like he's like this young prospect. He's 25. He's not ancient, but he's not exactly just coming out of junior. Well, guess what? That dude just got his first ever NHL shutout, and it was 46 saves against the Winnipeg Jets. So really, you could say the Jets goalie shut out the Jets. Unreal achievement for him, and on a team that is not exactly known for having, like, players on it. He's got a .916 save percentage with the Coyotes so far. The former 5th-round pick of the Nashville Predators, it seemed like he was an afterthought for so long, but he's here now, and he's doing pretty well. That is a hat pick. Karel Vejmelka, remember the name. Our next hat pick isn't a goalie, but it's someone doing a pretty good impression of one. Here's Jake Mccabe.
Excellent defense there.
Hurdle dropped it, Burns for Ferraro, along Clipper, tip. Off the stick of Dock and went wide. Hurdle in deep. Threw it in front, back door. What a save, Fleury, Barabanov, and then he was denied the second chance. Mccabe just saved a goal. Now a long flip shot, blocked by Mccabe. What a shift for number 6, Red.
Okay, any Dallas Stars watching? You don't bat the puck in after the save is made into your own net. Did everyone watch Dangle last week? Okay. This is a team effort because Marc-Andre Fleury robs Alexander Barabanov. That was a nice save. Hat picks worthy? I don't know, because the standard's pretty high for hat picks. But Jake Mccabe clearing the puck off the goal line and then cleaning up his own mess. Oh, that's a close one, but that is a hat pick. If you thought we were done with the Paddle Save Emporium, you are wrong, because our next hat pick, Martin Jones, another guy kind of having a resurgent season, he joins the Emporium here.
Yandel has some trouble with it. Lundell barrels in on him, and Lundell's got the turnover, puts it out in front of Reinhart. Oh, what a save by Jones. He got the stick on it. Anton Lundell with some great work, but it stayed out of the net.
Hear the pressure. The timing, look at the angle. Make sure that he's on the right side of the puck. Anton Lundell. There he is. Yandel for the Flyers coughs up the puck, and there's a golden opportunity.
It's a nice save, but let me throw it out there as well, because he's had a tough time in Dangits over the years. Martin Jones, through 7 games, .921 save percentage. That's a hat pick. And last but not least, Alex Nedeljkovic, who is apparently only worth a 3rd-round pick, with potentially the save of the year?
Checks him into the high spot for Scandella. Pass across. Saved by Nedeljkovic. Oh, what a diving stop! Alex Nedeljkovic. What a save! That'll bring him to their feet here at Little Caesars Arena. Alex Nedeljkovic. Watch this.
That makes up for the bad goal from the bad angle.
Okay, so like I said earlier, fluke plays are fun, but when a player does something impressive that they meant to do, it's even better. I think sometimes, especially in the hairier moments, like this one, a goalie is just hurling their body in the general direction of where they hope the puck is. Nope! This is Nedeljkovic seeing the puck like a Terminator and grabbing it out of the air with his glove. Robbery, robbery, robbery. He's so good. The Red Wings are a fun team to watch this year, and that is a hat pick. What do you think? Would you put that in the Save of the Year conversation? Leave a comment in the comment box down below. For now, that is it for this one. Thank you very much for watching. Click like if you like this video. Click subscribe if you really like to tell your friends. It was on purpose, even if it wasn't.